Hey guys, and welcome back. In this section, I'm going to show you how to color correct your images using the color balance adjustment layer. It's one of my favorites. So jumping into Photoshop, we are in colorbalance.jpg, and that's in your sample images. There we go. In your tools and techniques, there you see colorbalance.jpg. Now I'm going to hit F for full screen, and let's go ahead and grab our color balance adjustment layer. It's right over there. Okay. Now the first thing we're going to notice, let's go ahead and bring that out there. The first thing that we're going to notice is that we're actually working with complementary colors here. So let's grab our red, green, blue color wheel, my favorite here. And you're going to see that red and cyan are opposites. Okay, we have green and magenta are opposites, and blue and yellow are opposites as well. So what's really nice is that's actually mirrored here in the color balance window, which is super nice. So we have red, cyan, green, magenta, and blue and yellow. So if you ever get confused on the complementary colors in the RGB color wheel, red, green, and blue, just pull up a color balance layer because it's right here. The nicest thing about this color balance layer, honestly, is that you can adjust your shadows, your midtones, and your highlights separately. So super cool. It's good. We're gonna do a brief overview and then we'll do some color corrections. So basically, shadow group, and it's super visual. Pull it towards red if you need it, pull it towards green if you need it, and yellow and blue. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward, honestly. Most of the time when I work with the color balance adjustment layer, most of the time I'm working with my midtones and highlights. I find sometimes if you start working in your shadows, it can make your shadows a bit darker, and you tend to lose a little bit of information. You can see it's kind of, we've lost just a bit of information there. That's why I tend to stick with the midtones and highlights. For the most part, it does a good job. All right, let's pop up to our highlights and we can see here, yellow, blue, you get the idea here. Okay, cool. So now we know how the tool works. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of color correction. So I'm gonna load up a color balance adjustment layer and then kind of like make the colors wrong, and then we're gonna fix it using another color balance adjustment layer. Okay, so let's go ahead and start off by making it, we're just gonna pull off, maybe make it a little bit too yellow and a little bit too green and maybe a bit cyan. And this is kind of cheating, obviously, because I actually know what we just did. But let's say your image comes out like that and you remember you took the picture and it was like, wow, it was a lot more magenta in the sky. So all you have to do is grab a color balance adjustment layer. We're gonna start with our midtones and we're gonna pull this towards magenta. There we go. And pull just a little bit of blue in there and a little bit of red. So it's really nice layer to use. Honestly, I think it's probably one of the easiest color adjustment tools in Photoshop because it's just incredibly visual. You see what you get, and I think if you guys are kind of starting out and trying to do some color correction, I highly recommend the color balance adjustment layer. You can see how easy I color corrected that. It took like almost no time at all. Color balance adjustment layers as well as curves and levels, honestly, those are kind of like the go-to most important color tools you can work with. So guys, that's it for color balance. It's relatively simple. Just wanted to make sure you know about it, and I like the thing that I like most about it, it's super visual, and again, it reflects what's going on in our color wheel, and you guys can see their complementary colors. All right, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.